Wait, what the? That was weird. Yo, what up, peeps? That's not what I meant to hit. New tab. All right, so we're hunting something different than we did last time, FYI. We were hunting Volopt. We were hunting God HP from Volopt, and we're not doing that anymore. Speaking of which, I want to first off 34. We're going to save this to a notepad and text document. Up there. Hunting very hard forest. Go Booma's right arm. 1 out of 230. Here you go, Booma. 1 out of 103. Is that everything? Oh no. Custom claim version 1.00. Healthy bear. No, I didn't. Kite. My sleep schedule's kind of messed up right now. is going on? Why is this not? There it goes. Yeah, my long story short, I watch a lot of disc golf, and it's over in Europe right now. So like my sleep schedule is like completely flipped around. It's like where it normally is. So I just woke up like after sleeping like an hour-ish. Then I'll be up for like the next like 4-ish hours, and I'll go back to bed for a couple hours. Then I'll be back up for the next 4 hours, then go back to bed for a couple hours. And it's a mess. Why is it being like that? Yo, Kelly. Thank you for the raid. I might sound a little out of it right now. Just FYI. I literally I just woke up from a nap, so. Thank you for the raid, though. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys have never been here before, I am attempting a Holy Grail challenge for PSO, Redria Section ID, on the vanilla PSO 2, or PSO episode 1 and 2 plus for GameCube. Because it's PSO 1 and 2 plus, I have access to Central Dome Fire Swirl, See the Heart, East Tower, West Tower, which, like, those unlock a few different hunts to make a few hunts a little easier. But yeah, I just finished hard mode, like not even 12 hours ago. I got the bow call drop after like 35 runs of Dog Secret Plans. There's a couple commands in the title. Those are like what rares I'm hunting still and everything like that. Kind of like ignore the priority thing though. I'm not really following that priority thing exactly. But yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm not like awake like at all yet, but this is the first time running this quest. Well, first time running it today, and like since I initially beat it. I was just going over this, but long story short, my sleep schedule is like flipped upside down because I follow professional disc golf, and unfortunately that is over in Europe right now, so it gets like flipped upside down. And it'd probably be better for me to just like ignore it, but like I'm obsessed with disc golf. It's like my main hobby, like even more so than playing video games and everything like that. So yeah. The things we're currently hunting are on the side of the screen. It is and it isn't. A lot of times, like the second I get on like Facebook, it'll get spoiled for me. So like, trying to avoid that whole situation from happening. And then on top of that, like I have like a lot of friends that are also invested into it, so it's just like I'll get like messages, be like, "Oh my gosh, that was a crazy throw-in or whatever, or a crazy ace, or I can't believe so and so's on top." So it's like it kind of spoils it, like in a way. And I say spoils, but like it's live sports. You can't really spoil live sports. So yeah, I have my iPad sitting basically like as a third monitor because obviously I can't have that. Am I going the wrong way? I think I went the wrong way. I hate how back and forth this map is. But yeah, a lot of times, like, too, like, I'm just kind of, like, zoned out and, like, kind of doing my own thing. That's what it was. I had to talk to that guy. I'm not always super talkative, like, when I'm streaming. Obviously, I read chat, like, everything. But I'm not just... Most of the time, I'm not gonna sit there and just ramble for 12 hours a day. Yeah, these guys wrote it wrong right here. And these guys. The scripter's got like 200 hours into it. The only person like I know that has done something similar was a guy named Phantasy. He kind of gave it up a couple of years back, but he's kind of like the one that like inspired me to do it. I know like a couple other people are doing similar things, but he was at like something like 1,400 hours, and he had 6 rares left. 2 of which were considered uber rares. So I estimate somewhere around like 2,000 to 3,000 hours. So like I'm kind of like maybe about 10% done with it. Obviously it's like very like luck dependent. Like I got very unlucky on both my Del Saber's right arm, and I got very unlucky on, well, not very unlucky, but kind of unlucky on my last one too. I killed something like 7,000 Del Sabers, whereas it's like a 1 in 5,800 drop, so it's bound to happen, you know. And same thing with that bolt claw and hard. I killed like probably I'm not sure exactly, but like somewhere around like 300, and it's like a 1 in 160 drop. But yeah, like Cloud Trekker's kind of doing the same thing, but he's doing like all section IDs, trading between them. Goneral's doing the same thing. He's doing like it all offline. there's a Japanese guy I know of that is hunting all the uber rares, but he said he doesn't want to hunt the cards, which is kind of weird to me, that he's hunting uber rares but doesn't like the idea of the cards. Anyways, he's at 5 out of 14 uber rares, so he's got like the real flow-ins, like the umbrella. I can't think of the name of the umbrella. Like SJS. He's had all those to drop so far. But his thing is like, yeah, I don't know. I get it and I don't get it. I'll put it that way. Like, I wholly expect the Redria card to be worse than Psycho Wand. But at the same time, like, the guy's hunting 14 uber rares. So it's just like, also, he said he's been at it for like 3 years or something like that. So, I don't know how much he's playing. He streams everything, so. Kind of amusing though, because he's got like, I don't know if it's like a thing that like people are supposed to do like when they're doing like Color Grail challenges, but like Starve did one. And this guy did one, but he made a video basically like it was like a stage select that you'd see like on like a like Street Fighter or whatever, and you know, basically showing like the rares they had left and you know, picking one, and the fifth one he got was not the fifth one he picked in the video, so I kind of laughed about that. But like Starve did like the same type of video too, basically saying like I have these 6 left, and yeah, and then you know he went AWOL. Well, not AWOL. He posted a video like way later of Liza P, so he still exists and everything, just not in the PSO world. Right? Plus his name is Phantasy Starved. Like, he uploaded the Lies of P video on his channel called Phantasy Starved. Doesn't really make sense to me, but whatever. You know, you do you. I fully expect, I don't think Redria card will be like the worst one. I think Heaven's Punish will be. But I think it's probably going to be like Heaven's Punish being the worst one, and then Redria card, and then Psycho Wand. And I honestly think like anything other than that, and like maybe Epsilon, I don't think anything like else like will really be an issue. And it's like, it's kind of weird because the Epsilon hunt, like Starve like made this like list basically, like ranking all the different hunts. Redria was like deemed like the hardest, but like on that list, like he ranked like the Epsilon hunt like lower than like everything else, which I don't know. I always thought that stuff was like debatable, but he also ranked Redria card worse, or not as bad as Psycho Wand or Heaven's Punisher. I just think, I don't know, it's a weird little system. He's just trying to like put like numerical values on like the difficulty, like the hunts for like the different section IDs. Oh, there was also a guy named Regal Radio, who also seemingly went AWOL. So, he was trading between 3 characters. I don't know if they're the same section ID or separate section IDs. I imagine it's the same one. And then later on, he basically like kept bending the rules more and more. He was like doing an online quest solo, and then eventually like, started doing multiplayer. And then he also just disappeared. So he hasn't posted like anything in like I think 3 months or something like that. It's been a while. But yeah, I really don't think like anything that will burn me out until like those aforementioned 4. I will say like I do stream other games too. Like I stream Monster Hunter Rise mostly, and this right now, and sometimes Phantasy Star Universe. And so like I don't expect to like go full bore. Yeah. No, exactly. But I feel like don't expect to go full bore. Like, you know, if a game comes out that I want to play, I'm going to play that, you know. I'm not going to only play PSO for 3 years straight. I think that's like the way to burn yourself out, in my opinion. But like a lot of it to me too is like, it's like speedrunning almost in a way. Like, oops, I fucked up something. How did I fuck up? Oh, I forgot to get the person behind the door. But I say that because like a lot of these hunts, you're finding like a route, and you're becoming like more and more efficient at that route, and like you're kind of doing reps like in a way. Like I basically had it timed out like when I was like doing the Del Saber hunt, because it's, you know, the first that like an Invisible Guard like were the first 2 kind of like rough hunts I did. I got like lucky on my Invisible Guard though, and like between Seek My Master, which had both Dark Gunners and Del Sabers, and then Doc Seeker Plan, it's like I had it was like 19 for like the full Doc Seeker Plan. Or I'm sorry, the full Seek My Master. But it took something like 15 minutes. Whereas you could do like the full Doc Seeker Plan for 9 Del Sabers in like 6.5 minutes. But you could do the first room in Doc Seeker Plan, which was like 5 Del Sabers in like 2 minutes. So it's just like, you kind of like figure it out, but at the same time I was like kind of switching between them anyways, because fuck Eleanor for one, and she knows like way better, but also, you know, just like to break up the monotony of it, you know. It's like the same thing as you know, like I was like doing Vol Opt runs last night. I did 11 of them yesterday, whatever you want to call it. I did 11 of them, and today I went back to very hard because I'm not awake yet. I'm half focused on disc golf right now. So it just doesn't really make sense to do like more challenging content than this. Now, Eleanor kept stealing my kills, for one. She constantly gets in the way. And, like, I got both Invisible Guard and, spoiler alert, Bellsaber's arm, right arm, with Shino. So, I'm not saying Shino's, like, way better, but you're talking about, like, a 1 in 7,500 drop and a 1 in, like, 5,800 drop. Both with Shino. What is it? What did Eleanor give me? A way overdue freaking blow claw drop. So. But yeah. Isn't Sacred Guard like a 1 in like 6,000? I have it on my thing, I'm just gonna look it up. Yeah, if it's if you're Redria, it's a 1 in 9,930 drop on normal. Wait, what? Oh my gosh. No, I have to hit that button. What am I doing? Hit that button, the guy runs up. There's also like an easier farm for Redria though. There's an ultimate farm. It's like a 1 in 1,000 drop. No, Sacred Guard. Oh, Secret Gear. That's different. That's not that bad. Well, on Redria anyways. I thought you said Sacred Guard. But yeah, most section IDs, like, they'll have like a farm, like these two for example. These arms drop in like hard mode, and I think normal mode as well. But like they're like a lot easier, like in very hard mode. So it's like, it's not like much slower to kill these guys. Might as well just do like the harder difficulty, you know, with like the way reduced drop rate. Yeah, Secret Gear is not bad. I don't think I need to destroy all these fires, do I? I keep doing it, but... Oh, no, you do. Okay. I can't think of what... one of the speedrunners, they got S parts in the mines, which... that's like a 1 in 10,000 drop rate. I got lucky on that one too, though, so... Broy. That's a lot. But it's, you know, it's very similar to speedrunning, you know? Like, you know, you did 418 runs. You know, you could sit there and... Obviously, I'm, like, quest cycling a lot more. Because, you know, I have guaranteed enemy counts. But, like, that Bull Claw one, for example, the best quest on that one, you get 6 Bull Claws. Which, this Doc Secret Plan as well. It's funny how good that quest is. But yeah, so I did 35 runs of Doc Secret Plans, which is, like most of Ruins 1. And then for, you know, Dull Sabers, I did like, what, I think like 90 on, for like Dull Saber's right arm, and then like 1,000 of the first room. I get my drop rate info. It's cross-checked between Cloud Tracker spreadsheet, PSO World, and Phantasy Stars spreadsheet. There's been like a few variables, but not many at all. Affinia, they changed like their drop rates, so they're not reliable. A lot of their drop rates are changed. Mostly normal and hard mode, but it's all listed on that spreadsheet too. If you just type in ! rares, it'll pop up. It's like the second tab is the ones I need, and the third tab will be like all of the Redria ones. I should note that I am specifically hunting red box drops, not all the rares. It's a very minor distinction, but it's one that's like people have brought up. The main difference being that amplifier of yellow, amplifier of red, amplifier blue, those are all not red boxes. PSO World erroneously lists them as like a red box, but like you can see in the pictures that they're not. And I think it was changed during Blue Burst, like for them to be like red boxes. But if you combine them, like the red merge with the amplifier of red, it does turn into a red item, a red box. So, but that's like not a drop, if that makes sense. And also, like theoretically I could farm Magic Rock Moolah and I can't remember that thing it combines with it out of very hard, and they're not bad drop rates. They're not good drop rates. But you can also sit there and get like the actual combined item, like as a separate drop in ultimate mode, and it's like a slightly worse drop rate, but like it's got like a more likely to roll better stats. So theoretically, since I'm farming all red box drops, I have to farm all 3 of them, even though it's really like one usable item and like one upgraded item, if that makes sense. Also, there's a quest called Silver Blacksmith, which gives you a guaranteed rare item, but it's only the first time you do it. And technically, if I was farming all available rares, I'd have to pick up either God Hand or Technical Corrosion, which I'd never use either of them. Instead of picking Suppress Gun, which is basically like your best in slot up until you get either a ray gun with like really good hit or a red handgun. So like even though I picked the suppressed gun from my quest, I still have to farm the drop for it. Which isn't a bad drop, but it's still like, you know, a thing I have to do. But yeah. It's also like a kind of like a it's like a self challenge, you know? It's you know, it's based off of Diablo 2 as a similar thing that people do. They call it Holy Grail, whereas like I know Star would call it solo self-bound completionist. It's just, I mean, it's you know, it's whatever. Semantics at that point. Yeah, and that's like the thing, like too, like where I don't like I don't know how much like you followed Starved, like what he was doing, but he was like kind of like bending the rules, like even on his own challenge too, and same thing like Regal Radio. Like Starved was getting like downloadable quests or like offline versions of like online only quests. And then he also had like a version of a quest that skipped the intro dialogue, which saved like a couple minutes. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, like that really doesn't matter, but it's just... Did I mess up again somehow? Oh no, I need a telepipe, that's right. Right? But yeah, that's like the thing too, is like... Yeah, I think like if I ever complete this, there is like a chance like I start trying to like just like farm. I messed up again. What the fuck? I don't know what I'm messing up. I'm not getting the Hilda Bears, which isn't a big deal. The Hilda Bears are actually better in Force of Sorrow. If I ever do complete this, I'm sure, like, I don't want to, like, abandon PSO, like, at that point, even though, like, you know, technically I've completed it. So I probably will, like, start, like, other section IDs, or I'll go to, like, B4 and just, like, play, like, casually on B4 or something like that. But yeah. A lot of the whole thing, too, came for me because, like, one of my favorite things to do in, like, video games is just, like, to sit back, like, watch YouTube and, like, level up. Like, World of Warcraft is, like, the best example of this, the classic version. It's a very, like chilled experience. But like, you know, you think about like leveling up in this game, it takes like anywhere from like 1,000 to 2,000 hours to hit level 200. Sorry, to level 200, And at that point, like, you're realistically like 90%-ish done with the challenge if you're like being efficient about it. So if I get to 200, I'll consider like a success. Like, and that actually completing like the Holy Grail is like a stretch goal, you know. I'm kind of hoping I get the Go Booma Claw first, because I don't know if there's a better quest for Go Boomas, but this is definitely the best quest for Go Boomas, so I do this quest regardless. Ideally, I'll set it like up. That is a lot in 1 year. But I mean, that's almost. Do you play casually too? Like, do you play like on like Affinia or like Shithack or Ultima or something? Oh, okay. That's like the other thing too, like, I do play this game to relax at the end of the day. Before this I was playing a lot of like Souls-like games and kind of, it takes like a lot out of you. But don't get me wrong, like I've died in this and some stuff is like a little bit more, like challenging, but like not to like the extent of like Lords of the Fallen, like that game's like triggering, you know. This is also like 100% of my game time. It's aside, like everything I'm playing right now I stream, so it's kind of like a lot in a way. Kind of. A lot of times, like when people like first play the games, like they'll like run up and like try to fight the boss like 1v1, and that's like kind of like high difficulty way of doing it. There's like items you can get that will like make your like life like a lot easier, like weapon oils and stuff like that. Like, you know, like that, put like an element on your weapon, or like specific weapons that will make different fights easier. You know, like using like a sword and shield, you know, sometimes will be easier than like using a big two-hander, and conversely, sometimes a big two-hander will be easier because you can like if it's a club, you're gonna stagger the enemy like a lot more. So like once you like know like what the boss is like weak to, or like using spells is another example, or like a bow and arrow or something like that. It'll make your life like easier or harder, to, you know, depending on like how you're going at it. Elden Ring's like another good example. People have this like weird gatekeeping going on that like you're not really beating the game if you're using summons, but like the game's like literally balanced around summons. And yeah, and obviously people do like challenge runs. Like in Dark Souls 1, I did like a soul level 1 character. It's not as bad as it sounds, but again, I have like 1,000 hours in that game. The one person I know of that completed like a soul level 1 Elden Ring, they streamed it, and like it took them like 2,000 hours and like something like 793 deaths. So, and that was before the DLC came out, which DLC's even harder, so. I mean, like, soul level 1, like, you're just restricting yourself so much, and I guarantee, like, in Elden Ring, I've not tried a soul level 1 challenge, or level 1 challenge, I can't remember what it's called in that game. Whatever the equivalent of soul level 1 is. I have not tried it, but I can guarantee that every single boss is one-hitting at the end of the game. So you can't mess up, like, at all, and, like, each fight is probably taking, like, anywhere from like 10 to 20 minutes. So like it's just 10 to 20 minutes of playing perfectly and not getting hit. It's just, and a lot of it's like not even like, you know, just fighting the bosses. It's getting the bosses like the difficult part, you know. To give you like an idea, like even on like soul level 1 on like New Game Plus 7, which is like where the game ends in scaling, like the longest a boss is going to take you in Dark Souls 1 is like 2 minutes at soul level 1 if you play well. So it's not nearly as challenging in Dark Souls 1. Get off me, ratties! I don't need you. I miss ultimate mode, having the fat rappies. You can't pause buffer in Elden Ring. There's no such thing. Pausing in Elden Ring is like the same as this game, like where it just brings up the menu and you still like, control your character. I guess you could say that Phantasy Star Online is a Souls-like. That's a joke, obviously, because PSO came up before Dark Souls, but if PSO came out now, it would be considered Souls-like. That's the sad thing. Even and it's like a traditional like action RPG, you know. Like Tales of Arise, which is like, you know, anime ARPG, was considered like a Souls-like game, like by some people. Over-the-shoulder dungeon crawler. Okay. I mean, they're not wrong. You know. I've never heard it be called that before, but it's not wrong. I would challenge them to list any other over-the-shoulder dungeon crawler games. Which the only one I can really think of is like Warframe, or like that subgenre. It's like Warframe, Wayfinder. I literally can't think of any other top of my head. Those games are, I feel like they're a lot different than this game is. Oh, that's what I'm fucking forgetting. How much you want to bet? No? What am I... I don't know if I'd call it the best game ever. It's definitely like in my top 10. No, like legit, like what am I missing? I swear to God if it tells me someone's injured again or whatever. I feel, cause like, usually like, you can use like a telepipe right there. You talk to her and she's just like, hey, go back down there. Okay, never mind. So it did work this time. I don't know what I did messed up last time. Does it make you go all the way back around? Oh my gosh, it does. It's probably not worth it to do the Hildebers in this then. The Hildebers separate and Force of Sorrow would probably be like a lot easier. Even if you put a telepipe down, it's still so much running. Oh, you know what it is, actually? I think that, yeah, the NPC spawns in there. That's why I put a telepipe down. Honestly, like the one thing that Starved had that I wish I had is the galleon shop. because you can like, doesn't this door unlock now? You can like extend the like the grind limit, the mono grinders. It doesn't. On certain items, and then on top of that, like you can add percent to certain items and buff the percents on those items. So like certain things come better. I don't know if it's worth it to fight those. Have you ever played a Phantasy Star Portable 2? Or Phantasy Star Universe? No, I'm not looking for a rare. No, I'm hunting things. The reason I ask is because I think like Phantasy Star Portable 2 Infinity is like one of the best games ever. And it's like it's so different than this game. But like obviously it's in the same universe, like it's like on the title sake and everything, but like there's so much content in that game. It blows my mind. I do like PSO more than like Phantasy Star Universe, but I think it's close for Phantasy Star Portable 2 Infinity. Yeah. It's basically like an improved version of Phantasy Star Universe. The only thing that sucks is like it was like a PSP game, like the Phantasy Star Portable or PlayStation Portable. Phantasy Star Portable on PlayStation Portable. For some reason, I thought there was like enemies that spawned in here too. No. Literally, like one of my titles for my stream back when I was playing that was PSP 2i or PSP 3000 on PPSSPP, which is like the PlayStation Portable emulator. And yeah, the PlayStation Portable emulator emulates a PlayStation Portable 3000 was the official name for it. You know what I think it is? I think if you go through this door, I think that's like when those things spawn. I completely agree with you. As long as like you understand like the limitations of the original hardware, which is the whole reason I'm playing this game on emulator. Because piping kills GameCubes. Long games, like 1,000-hour plus games, kill memory cards. Like, now you can back up memory cards, and obviously GameCubes, like, you can get those fixed, or you can get, like, a new GameCube for, like, not that much money. But, like, it's still something that I would prefer to avoid. It's cheating in what regard? I've actually never heard it, like, it'd be considered cheating. Like, I know Starved was, like, backing up his characters. That's interesting. I didn't know that. I know Starved was doing it on his Holy Grail character, but he also lost one of his characters due to memory card corruption. And I think like that's like when he started doing it. And like the GameCube memory cards like aren't like the Game Boy games. You can't just change your battery out. It doesn't work that way. And yeah, the piping, like for like you know, going in and out of like a telepipe to spawn rare, is really bad for like the disc reader laser. You're basically like forcing like years and years of it working in like a single like few hour game session. Wait a second. You said you're against emulator, yet you're playing on Wii? You know this game didn't come out for Wii, right? Still technically an emulator. Just FYI. The PlayStation 4 did the same thing. It basically dual booted PS3 if you had the one. I'm just saying, like, if you're upset about an emulator that's 99.99% accurate, like, you'd have to be upset about a Wii that is 99.99% accurate. Because like even like loading times are simulated in this. I think like the main issue with the emulators, and I can't imagine like the Wii's the same way with this, is that you can set up a button that makes the game like render at twice the speed. So you're essentially playing at twice the speed. And it's like not a detectable thing as far as like cheating goes. Hey, is that my thing? Got a red box. Yay! We got one of them. That's one of the 2 items I need. Unfortunately, the other one's rarer, and there's less of them. I think this is still technically the best quest to do it, but I'm gonna double check enemy counts in a second here. Also, before I forget, makes it easier to go back and clip it when I have a reference point in chat. Because sometimes I don't have people like you in my chat being excited for a red box drop. So it's like force of habit. That's actually pretty good odds for that, I think. This is like only like what, like my 3rd run through this quest, 4th run through. It'd be really cool if these Go Boomers dropped their red box. All sheen on my pay. That quest is so sad too. The last memory that Shino has of Zoe is Zoe telling her, "Why are you not listening? Go back," and calling her a fool. And all she was trying to do is protect Zoe. That's all she wants to do. It's so sad. So sad. Now compare that to Eleanor, for example. When you meet Eleanor, she's standing there looking for a mag. Just standing there, okay? And then like wants to group up with you, even though like you're like a new adventurer, you know, a new hunter. But she wants to group up with you. And then you have to like rescue her because she's incapacitated. That's like your first 2 meetings. Yeah, exactly. She's like a gold digger, you know? She just wants you for your mag. And then, like, she's like sitting there giving me like noob tips the whole time. She's like, hey, did you know you could feed your mag? Oh, really? Like, it's like one of like 3 options on the mag. I never could have figured that one out. Thanks, Eleanor. Yeah. The worst. I was told that you can use a tail picker. Okay, you can. Cool. Why do I have this? Oh, because this is from like the... Okay, that's why I have that. Never mind. I was gonna say, why do I have that stuff? But it's from my last follow-up kill. Speaking of which, I do need to feed my mags. Yes, I have 3 mags. Judge me. No. Speaking of your all difficulties speedrun, funny enough, I was like on like the speedrun.com site, and I was getting like annoyed because like everything's a forced speedrun, right? Like everything, and like it just like annoys me like how like dominant forces are like in playing the game and speedrunning and everything. So like I saw yours and you were a Huneral and I was like stoked. And then sure enough like later on you're just using the Huneral as a force. And I'm just like, no, that's not why I clicked this. And then of course like Verelix, he was running as a heat cast. I don't know if he did all difficulties, but he did other speed runs. But like you, Diley, Blue's Coup, all you guys just forces. Oh, that makes sense. I don't know. I really wish like they'd change like the way that speedrun site is set up. Because like if you go on there, it's just like force runs, and you can like filter it obviously and like get different runs. But they should have it like per either class or like per like class race combination. But you're asking what I was doing with mags. So this is my main mag. I was wondering about that too because like like yours popped up when I was watching Diley's all difficulty speedrun. So I was like confused like why it wasn't like on speedrun.com. But Blue's Coups aren't on speedrun.com either. So I don't know if he deleted his account as well, but I also haven't seen Blue's Coup on in like a couple months now. What am I doing? I don't need that money. But yeah, garbage, garbage. Garbage. It really does seem like this is going to be the best one. Honestly, Force of Sorrow's probably better to switch to. Because then we get Hildebeers as well. Or... yeah, we're switching quests. Oh, that's unfortunate, Callie. I did hear like it's like someone else that kind of brought that up. So we're switching quests. To... oh my gosh, I hate you freaking... So this has 15 of these guys, but it also has 16 Hildebeers, and we don't need these guys anymore. So the way I see it is we'll do this for the Hildebeers. Hopefully we'll get like the other item too. Why are you so garbage? Yeah. Best quest like all around for like what? Like my favorite quest or like enemy counts? Because like it'd probably be Seek My Master if it wasn't for like all the dialogue in it. Like there's like a lot of like dialogue breaks and some of them are kind of dumb. Like there's like one that makes me cringe, like where she's just like, "It's not an earthquake." I can't stand that. don't know. I like Waterfall Tears. I think that's a good quest. The Unsealed Door is a good quest too, if it wasn't for Moam. I don't like Moam. From the Depths is a good quest. I like that quest. Like the reunite, being reunited with Ash. I like that. Soulful Blacksmith's a good quest. That's probably my favorite quest. Is that when you actually, like, fight a boss? Like, same thing with Unsealed Door, I guess. But, like, there's so few, like, actual boss kill quests. Like, for vanilla. I'm gonna check these side rooms real quick. I don't think there's any Go Boomas. I think it's all Boomas on the first floor, I think. No, there's definitely Go Boomas. Yeah, there's definitely Go Boomas up here. Somewhere. Yeah. 9 poison lilies. Love it. That's also where I got this. So obviously I'm a little impartial. I love me double sabers. I do like Soulful Blacksmith though. There's very little dialogue in it, and it's like used to be like an online quest, so like the enemy density is like pretty intense. I always like laugh at the I can't think of what the quest is called, the one with Cecil. That quest made me like laugh so hard like when I was like younger. Cause like the whole thing is like she's trying to like lose weight for her wedding. But like the part that makes me laugh is like you get to the waterfall room, the quest ends, and you go back to town, and all of a sudden she's like skinny. I'm like, that's not how weight loss works. I don't know, it used to make me always like laugh growing up. Yeah. It makes zero sense. Also, F that quest in V1. That is the worst quest in V1. Because it doesn't matter how low her HP gets. It doesn't matter how much HP she takes, or how much damage she takes. Like, literally, or I'm sorry, it doesn't matter how many like monomage she uses. It's literally about how much damage she takes. And like, if you know anything about V1, there's no invuln frames. So like, if she's like by 2 enemies, she just takes like a bunch of damage. It's 1 second. That's not meant to hit. I meant to click something else too. Force of Sorrow. There was supposed to be 8. Did I kill? I don't think I killed 8, did I? In the first floor. I didn't even count them. I'm just... I'm slacking all around right now. I'm questioning my life choices of drinking an energy drink when I plan on going back to sleep in like about 2 hours. It doesn't add up. Also, another reason I play an emulator, I know this is like a past subject, because you only get slowdown in one area, and that's because I have it 4 times super sampled. So like I'm getting like a lot better like clarity and resolution and everything, and still getting 60 FPS consistently. But then like it's like the end of the Gold Dragon fight. It like lags like a little bit. Specifically on Seat of the Heart though, not normal. I don't know what it is about that. So I can't roll decent. Also, the unsealed door is also god-awful in V1. For basically the same reasons, but for Moam, in V3, he face plants when you fight D-Rolly. He does not do that on V1. He sits there and tries to fight D-Rolly, and the purple balls come, and like they can like literally one-shot him. So you have to like literally body block the purple balls from him. It's weird. And yes, we're purposely going the wrong way. It's weird that I take damage. It just seems like at like 127, like in very hard. I wouldn't say it's like random, like lag. It's just 2 spots, and like when I switch graphics plugins, like the wall reflections like got like all fucking crazy. If you go back to like. Man, it was like probably like week 1 when I'm doing episode 2 for the first time, and I go to like Seabed. It's a mess. So these 2 megs, long story short, this meg is like how you build your meg. If you didn't have anything equipped, like any units equipped, as in like I have 2 master ability because I can't get god ability on this character. So that's like why this meg is like built this way. It's assuming I don't have any of those equipped at all. This meg is being built like where if I had 3 god ability equipped, because eventually I will have 3 god ability equipped. Like if I ever complete the Holy Grail challenge, I'll trade between characters to get myself 3 god ability. So that's what this meg's for. This meg is being built in a messed up way because it's being built to cheese West Tower / East Tower. Because long story short, you can at 1/10 HP, you can proc invulnerability on a meg, Um, the only mag that Redria has access to that does that is Dex is greater than Mind, and Mind is greater than or equal to Strength at level 50. So that is what that mag will be doing. I don't know if it's like necessarily like required, but there's a room if you've ever done like West Tower, East Tower, which you said you've got casual characters, so I imagine you have. There's a room with 3 miracles in it, and on ultimate they cast Magid, and it's a pain. It's a pain. So. No episode 2 quests. You don't have plus? I meant to mark that. See, now you're talking about side loading. I don't know if you can hate on emulators at this point. Oh, actual game, yeah. I don't know. Honestly, I'd just like connect to like shit hack and do them like online at that point. Well, the online one's technically different from my understanding, because you get like random bouts of invulnerability for some reason on that one. I don't know why you'd get that online and not offline, but... yeah, so that quest is technically easier on the online version. I should probably get my red handgun out. This is 2. 3. 4. Yeah, no, I get that. It's pretty common. I watch, like a lot of Distortion too. If you ever, it's like probably one of the more popular speedrunners, like, ever. But I've watched, like, a lot of his stuff, like, where he's, like, testing out stuff while he's like save states and cheat engine and stuff like that to like look at terrain and glitch hunt basically. I guarantee you can do it on Dolphin. I don't know how to do it on Dolphin, but I guarantee you can do it on Dolphin. Because Dolphin has a... It's not cheat engine. I can't remember what they call it on that. It's like AR codes or whatever. Where are my other 4 Boomas at on here? Sometimes they spawn from boxes. Because there was a... Game Shark. There was like a cheat thing for active replay. That's what it was. Active replay. Where are my last 4 Boomas at? There's supposed to be 8 on Forest 1. Because it'd be like the... You know, they might have actually like hard patched it because like of the whole like Dreamcast fiasco. Like their online servers were a fucking mess. So I wonder if they like fixed it because of that. Yeah, no, people would like mod your character like into NPCs, so like you'd like get turned like into like Ash, for example, or like people would like hack you in like negative stats, so like your character wasn't deleted, but it was essentially worthless. It was the Wild Wild West, man, on Dreamcast. People would mod weapons like where they had 250% stats like on all 5 categories. So 250% forest, 250% beast, 250% mines, ruins, and hit. Where are my other 4 Boomas at? They'd also like hack in game like items that like were like no longer like in the game. So like everyone had like Dreamcast Meg, or like Chow Megs or Sonic Megs. Even though like, those like event like items and stuff. A lot of stuff like didn't even come to stateside, so it's like they're hacking like Japanese items. So Parasitic Gene Flow, if that's the one you're talking about, that's got like a different story to it. If you know like anything about drop rates in this game, each item has like its own drop rate, and then like the mob itself has what they call a DAR, a drop anything rate. So, both Dark Falls and Olga Flow have drops associated to them, but they have a drop anything rate of 0. So they'll never drop it, no matter how many times you kill it, even though it's like in their drop table. Bro, I've literally went this whole map now. There's freaking... I mean, that makes sense. I've never heard that, but that would make sense. I know, like, Sega kind of... There's mobs down there. Do they spawn after the thing? No, there's a second plant. Okay. Yeah, they got all sorts of events over there that never came stateside. they babied them and hated America, which is also like why we never got PSO2 until fucking 10 years later. A third moth. Okay. I've told this story before, but I think like a lot of it is like them not understanding like the Western market like at all. A more egregious example of this is the Monster Hunter series. If you know anything about the Monster Hunter series, the United States basically got one game for PlayStation 2, and then 2 games for Phantasy Star, PlayStation Portable, and then like they got nothing for years and years and years. And if you know anything about like the PlayStation Portable, is it sold like a fucking hotcake over in Japan, and it sold like shit over in America. So like obviously like the game's not gonna sell well because the console it's on didn't sell well. Bro, where are my fucking boomas at? I'm so confused. I do wonder if like they just like had like the wrong number like written down on this. About to say F it and just deal with the 4. There is like a better quest for Go Boomas. But yeah, so they kind of like abandoned Monster Hunter for like the longest time, but it's because like the console is on. It just didn't sell well, you know. It's not like the. Yes, but like, I thought I've hit them all by now. I've like literally just for like all the boxes and everything. The only other thing I can think of is like when you start this quest, you can go west and like north, or you can go south like that way. So I'm wondering if like the mobs didn't spawn because I. But it's whatever. Speaking of which, I'm gonna double check this. Yeah, it's supposed to be 8. I see what's going on. Oh no, never mind. It is. No, it is weird because they don't have Giga Boomers like listed at all. So clearly, like, clearly their numbers like aren't accurate. Which makes you wonder if the other quest too is messed up. But the reason I say like maybe like if I would have went through this door, like the long way around, none of this stuff spawns. So that's like what I'm saying, like maybe I just like went the wrong direction. So we'll try that next time, if I don't get my Hildebeer drop. If I get my Hildebeer drop, I'm just gonna go to a different quest. Yeah, speedruns like blow my mind though. Like in this game, because like the amount that they like go through like the menus like blows my mind. Yeah, a lot of the like the stat stuff though is on that spreadsheet, or like a different spreadsheet I have that's basically just star spreadsheet copied like locally. Come on. The other thing to look too is to see if this specific drop is better in hard mode or normal mode, which I guarantee it's not. But somebody just like grouped it with the Gigabuma spawn, but. Oh, all that wasted time though, just running around. Really, a hunt like this, like I shouldn't like even like be like worrying about it. It's like too like low to like min-max like that, but. Yeah, I mostly played like V1 though, like on Dreamcast. I barely played V2 at all. I feel like there should have been more. It's funny because, like, you know, people instantly talk about, like, the drop rates being, like, way worse. And, don't get me wrong, like, some of them are. Like, some of them are in, like, the millions. But, like, not all of them are worse. Like, the Del Saber's, like, right arm, for example. That's, like, a 1 in, like, 180 drop on Dreamcast. And Double Saber is also... like I think it's like a 1 in like 200 drop, like on normal mode. Like whereas like this is like a 1 in 200 drop on like very hard. So it's just like it's kind of like weird, like how it's balanced. The main difference though is that like you don't have invulnerability frames, and that makes like a world of difference. It also, from my understanding, and I didn't play Force like enough back then to get a feel for it, but like they nerfed Forces like a lot from Dreamcast to GameCube. Mainly with resistances and like later difficulties, but. Like grants used to be like the super strong, like on just any mob. Like you just sit there and spam grants and it'd take it down. Cast didn't get traps until version 2. So like they, don't get me wrong, they had like all the stats and everything, but like they weren't like super overpowered. Hugh Cecil and Ray Marl and Philmar were added in V3, so like they weren't like on the Dreamcast. That being said, people did hack them in, so like their character looked like them. And I don't know like how exactly it worked, but like I swear like they acted like them too. But like after talking to some people, like they say that's not the case. So I don't know if that's true or not. Like because you know like forces get like level 30 spells. Like so like a Fomar using certain weapons could be like stronger than like a hunter with their like level 15 shift and demand. And I'm pretty sure like theirs kept at 15 back then. But again, like I didn't play V too much, so like 15 was like always like the max if you won. But you could also use like you didn't have like restrictions like you do in this game. Like I can't use like Mag Art Grants. You could use those back in the day as a hunter. This little bar didn't exist. So if you want to switch weapons, like you go in the inventory and do it. That's like one of the biggest like quality of life changes. I don't remember. I was like what, like 10 years old back then? Ish. Yeah, see, it's a freaking Rappies. So, I don't know what is happening with the, those Go Boomas. I was small. I was scrawny back then, too. Here, I'll show you the other thing, too, I was telling you about. See? No enemies. Figured that one out. I do wonder if it's like a... like that zone trigger. Yeah, no. Hunters could definitely equip needles. That's like all anyone like really ran around with. I mean like that, like Lava's kind of got like nerfed like a lot like later on. I was actually really bummed out because half the reason I made Redria. Yeah, see now they're spawning. It must be like close to here, the trigger. But yeah, people ran around with those all the time. Heaven's Punisher, because Heaven's Punisher didn't have like the... It wasn't like built the same way as it is in this game. Lava's Cannon was better. It was different times. I had a legit Lava's Cannon. It was garbage compared to the hacked ones, but I had a legit one. We'll probably just farm the Hilda Bears on this quest. I mean, obviously there's like Boomas too, but... Ultimate never existed until V2 either. And I think it was just Ultimate V1. I think V2, or Episode 2 was added like later, if I remember right. Basically all people like ran around with, like to beat like Ultimate for the first time, which was like a barista. Versus dropped like candy back in V1, so you'd find like a barista like with like the percent that you want. I don't remember like people like prioritizing hit like nearly as much, like on like legit items. But again, like I was young back then. Versus dropped constantly. The weirdest thing too is like a Del Saber's like right arm or a Booma's like right arm. Yeah, challenge mode was added in V2. That's where hunters got their spread needle from. It wasn't like, I don't know if like they could actually use like the actual spread needle, but the challenge mode was like better anyways. I thought there was more of these. I like challenge mode. That was always like super fun to me. These numbers, by the way, are like all effed up for the quest count. It was like it's like 4 and then like what, 7? I'm gonna change this to 11. And I don't think there's 16 Hilda Bears either, but I didn't count those, so. Also, wasn't that my third run? Yeah, that was my third run. Whatever. All people ever like wanted to do was like run ruins and fight dark balls. That's all people ever like wanted to do in that game. Like over and over and over. It was fun, but like did it like once or twice, because you could get like an S rank double saber, and like you know you get your like S rank spread needle or whatever, and I feel like that's like all that's like really good like out of it. I don't remember like mech guns being those. So like you have to like go online to get like the special ones. If you like, do like offline split screen, like they're like not nearly as good. They have like a different name and everything. Also, like, I'm sure like the meta has like changed since then. So like, I can't remember what this is. I think it's a like crush bullet, right? Yeah, crush bullet. I don't know. I was playing Dreamcast like for like a while. Before because it only takes like something like 200 hours to hit level like 100 like on V1. So I was gonna hit like level 100 on V1 and then hit like 200 on V2 and then like play V3 and hit 200 on that and then play V4 and hit 200 on that. And obviously like it's like a tall task, you know. And I found out about like all like the drop rate shenanigans for V1 and well V2 more so, but yeah, it's basically, you know, pick between playing V4 on a private server or like play V3 like solo. So I picked playing V3 solo. Come on. And yeah, a lot of that was like after like Starve quit streaming too. Then like I was like kind of like getting burnt out of like WoW and playing like all these like random games again. And then like I kind of had this like idea that like if I got like playing the challenge and like I got like decently far, that maybe like Starve would come back. But like I don't think that's ever gonna happen. And also, like, this game's like a great way to like relax after work, because like I drive a truck for a living, and it's like kind of stressful because people are crazy on the road. I mean, I don't know about that. Is that a thing? What? Isn't Final Impact a slicer? Or is that like the gun? I don't know. I don't know what Final Impact is, but I'm assuming like you're talking about like a TP or a EXP steal of some sort. Like the Lords or whatever it's called. And no, I have no idea about how that goes. Yeah. Okay, shot. Well, I mean, I guess like I don't play Ranger for one. Well, why is that not the strat? I'm gonna wait for the... My tired brain was thinking, like, why is that not the strat for all difficulties? Because I completely forgot about, like, the idea that you need, like, the weapon. So it's just like... Yeah... I don't think it's worthwhile to farm that weapon for all difficulties. I mean, how rare of a drop is Final Impact, you know? I don't think I have one, so... Hey, a Hilda Blue! I actually don't need you. Sure. I have that already, by the way. That's like when I'm just like... You can't see if I'm shaking my head. Also, I don't need this quest experience, so I'm just gonna go abandon this quest. I have one in my bank already, though. I don't need it. I don't need it. I'll use 2 of them. No, I farmed one up because, episode 2, the Gibbons, they sit there and spam Dezande over and over and over. That was muscle memory right there. Going back to Doc's secret plan. Is Skyly like the only one that gets it from Lily's from very hard mode? I was like cringing like when I saw freaking like that. I didn't watch like the whole thing because it's like 30 hours long, but I was like skipping through it, and yeah, I was like kind of cringing like when Diley's just sitting there piping for 2 hours. Like, what kind of speed run is this? Yeah, I mean, theoretically. Yeah, no, I mean, I get it. I do get it. That kind of blows my mind. 20 hours. I think I was at 20 hours when I beat normal mode. I mean, didn't Diley get like back-to-back like lilies, or like within like 5 minutes or something like that? Or no, not lilies, Nar lilies. I swear he was like super like lucky on his. But also kind of sucked to like have like basically all your RNG come down to like 3/4 of the way through the run. It's like, oh, I'm gonna save time or not? I think he had good luck for like the first, like the second one, but like the rest were more bad luck. I didn't find my first like rare mob until I was in like very hard mode. And I was like doing all the quests. It was really fucked up. On Dreamcast, which by the way, the rare mob rate was double of the GameCube. So like instead of like 1 in 512, it was like 1 in 1024. My second quest, I ran into a rare Rappy, and it proceeded to kill me because they hit like a truck. I think it one-hit crit me, if I remember right. What the f... And like I remember like Blue's Coup being like super pissed off that he got a... I think it was a Nar Lily on his... Maybe it was like an episode 2 speedrun? I can't remember what run it was of his. But he was like pissed about it, and then like it didn't even drop the thing that had like a 7 out of 8 chance of dropping. It was like really weird. I have a speed run. It's got like 30,000 views on YouTube. It's a New Game Plus 5 of Lords of the Fallen speedrun. It was a world record by like 45 minutes, and technically like the previous world record should have been like disqualified, but it's not like an officially tracked category. Even though people have tried breaking my record and failed, but there are like mistakes that come my run, so. Plus, technically, I think my run would be like invalidated anyways now because it's like old patch. I don't know. But the one guy that runs that game got like upset at the... It's a ARPG like Dark Souls. It's a lot more difficult than Dark Souls is. IMO. I might be a little impartial. Even like this Hildebeer cow. Nine, 10, 11. There's no way I'm missing fucking 5 Hildebears. I didn't say it was better, I said it was harder. A lot of like the difficulty from like games like not really like good difficulty either. These aren't Hildebears, no. Yeah, they're Rappies. I think a Hildebear spawns in here actually. Right? Yeah. That's 12. Where are the rest of the mobs at? I'm missing 4 Hildebears. Alright, whatever. We're changing this to 12, and I'm assuming freaking Affinity is wrong on that quest count too. Did I change this? I don't think I changed that, did I? My tired brain is not working well. No, I didn't change it. Yeah. It's not a big deal. I know for a fact that this is the best quest for Hildebears. Regardless, like... Freaking Affinity being Affinity, Affinity probably changed stuff. It's not that Bluebirds doesn't exist, it's that even like with Bluebirds existing, Affinity has changed stuff from Bluebird. So like I get like the idea that like V4 is different than V3, but Affinity is not V4, so it's a private server version of V4. On Affinia? No, they mostly change normal and hard drop rates more than anything. They significantly reduced, or buffed I should say, a lot of drop rates in hard and normal mode. Yes, compared to official V4. I get like why they did it. Like I'm not like hating on like why they did it. I think they have it documented too somewhere, but I mean it's like it's like Road to Rego, you know, like that mod pack for this game or whatever, ROM hack, whatever you want to call it. It's like I get like why he's making the changes he's making. He's making like a more arcade type game, but it's not the official game. Like I get like why people get upset like when people go to like the PSO subreddit and they're like, look at this 85% hit Heaven Punisher I got or whatever, you know. It's like, but did you really get that? Affinia's V3 server is attempting to be a V3 server, like straight up. Like, they haven't changed anything in that, as far as I know. Is it Destiny? I'm pretty sure Destiny's like the blue version. I'm just joking, I can't even say it with a straight face. Fucking Destiny like made me laugh. I didn't know about Destiny until like a month ago. I was like watching this like other dude stream, like on Ultima, and like they had like some event going on, so like half the mobs that were spawning were rare mobs. And I was like, this is fucking nutty, like what the hell is this? And I was like, if you think this is nutty, you should check out Destiny. And I had like, I don't know what the fuck Destiny is, so I looked it up. And they like modded like freaking like rank 14 PvP weapons from like World of Warcraft into it. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I watched like a video of it, and I'm like, this is the most cracked up thing I've ever seen in my life. I was like, this is like PSO V5. Yeah, our Gary's PSO. Don't get me wrong, it looked fun and everything, but I heard the server's like pay to win to hell, so... And there's like 10 people on it. I mean, the thing is, like, if I was, like, at the end of my Holy Grail run, and I wanted something, like, to switch it up, you know? Sure. I'll play Road to Rego, and, like, I'm trying to have fun with it and everything. Because it's not PSO, you know? But also, like, I see, like, as a good thing, because, like, all the games, like, that have, like, had, like, a huge, like, cult following, have had like ROM hacks to them, you know. Like I think of the Pokemon games, or like Zelda's, or like Mario's, or like even like more recently, like there's like, I mean, like they're technically mods, but like there's like remakes of like Dark Souls, like where they have like they're completely like remade from scratch. I've never played Undertale, so... But I imagine it's a ROM hack. It sounds like a ROM hack. Like, a lot of them have, like, close names, but they're, like, slightly off like that. Like Undertale Yellow. That sounds like a ROM hack name. My knowledge of Undertale comes from a guy named on YouTube named Caleb Hiles. He made songs from like the beats of Undertale, turned them into like rock songs, and they had like lyrics to them, and they're fucking awesome. Megalomania is probably his most popular one. Then Asgore's something. And then Spider's Dance. So good. Yeah, no, they're metal covers, like the ones I'm talking about. It's I can't think of like the guy, like the how you pronounce it, but it's like Richard E.B. or something like that. He does like the instrumentals, and the Caleb Hiles does the singing. The dude's like fucking amazing at. He used to like do like just like various like Disney covers, and he's also like in like a old school metal band, like almost like Iron Maiden band called From the Dark. Dude like went to like I think it was like University of like Auburn for like opera. Dude can sing, I'll put it that way. It's kind of funny because like I found his stuff through like a guy named Jonathan Young, which I think Jonathan Young can like make some good music, but he cannot sing very well. He's gotten better over the years, but like it's still like kind of rough. And then like he kept having like Caleb like do guest vocals on his songs. I'm like, man, this guy can sing. I feel like a fucking geek right now. I have 4 screens in front of me right now. I've got my PSO, and then I've got my Twitch chat, then I've got disc golf, and I've got my phone, which is playing an idle game called The Tower. I feel like way too entrenched in technology right now. Whoops. Oh, oh, red box, red box. Yes. For some reason, I thought this was a like an Android only thing. Put it back. I need that. I feel like we got pretty lucky on that one. Didn't? No. I mean, it's kind of like on par. Technically it's behind par if you count like all the times like we've already like killed a couple bears and stuff, but there's 4 more Go Boomas in here. So it'd be really nice to get the other one too. No. Alright. I didn't even look at the percents on this. It's not bad. Is that not her purpose? I thought she was supposed to be. Man, someone was like in my chat the other day, and they're sitting there telling me like the lore, and I didn't realize like Alicia is like Flowen's and like Red Ring Rico's like daughter. That kind of like blew my mind. Alright, so I'm not gonna take this like with a grain of salt, but this is supposed to have 29 mobs, okay? Okay. Fuck. Didn't mean to click that. 7 forests of sorrow. Oh, we need to change this. Because we don't need this anymore. This says there is 29 of these. So we'll go with that for right now. But there's probably not going to be 29 because this thing's been hilariously wrong every single time. So. This was also not an original quest, by the way. This was a quest I did for PSO 1 and 2 Plus, so you might not have this quest, Callie. Kristen's guitar is like full tilt at this point. Well, that's not completely true. You did some of the quests for like your all difficulties one. Also, why not go through and just do the quests on your own? They're you know, they're really good if you're trying to farm certain items. I don't need this. I'm gonna pick it up to see if it. A single Booma? That's kind of weird. Spawn. Nope. Okay, that room's pointless. Oh, we playing episode 3? Episode 3 is the best one. No one ever plays it. I'm actually kind of confused by like people don't play Phantasy Star Zero like at all. Because that one's like a spiritual like sequel to like Phantasy Star Online. Hey look, I triggered some spawns. I've actually never played episode 3. The only card game I've ever played was the, I think it's Game Boy Color, but it was the Pokemon trading card game, video game. Hey, look, another spawn triggered. I don't need this one though. The hero story of what? Of Phantasy Star episode 3 or 0? Oh, episode 3. Okay. Okay. Don't think there's a reason to go down here. My Twitch profile picture's a tiger squirrel. I'm trying to raise awareness. That's like like an old inside joke. I don't know where I found it like originally, but like that picture is like literally from I think like 2010. It's old, and I sent it to my buddy once, and he's like, "What is that?" I'm like, "It's exactly what it looks like. It's a tiger squirrel." And he's like, "Is that real?" I'm like, "Yeah, they're super dangerous. They're just trying to spread awareness." And he thought I was like completely like 100% like serious. So ever since then, like if people ask me about it, I tell them like it's a tiger squirrel. I'm just trying to raise awareness. It's adorable though. Hey, is that it? Hell yeah! This is a fucking great fucking day so far today. No, no more PDs. We don't need that. We don't need that juju. We don't talk about that here. I don't need any of this stuff anymore. You have to give me a second. Hmm. So technically, the next very hard one to farm is God Arm from the Pan Arms. Or jump into mines. Oh. I don't know what to... Fuck. I don't know what to go after next. You know what? I'm just gonna default. I'm gonna try me. I'm trying to like not spend like the whole week hunting something. That's too long of a hunt. Where's gonna remove? Oh my god, I hate you so much. Let's do that. That way it fits in the box better. People don't know it's real. That's on them. I passed 200 hours. Real talk. Do TP materials exist on version 3? Because like we got in like an argument like the other day about this because this guy like would not fucking like drop it about ATA/hip materials existing. But I was like wondering if it was like a challenge mode thing. Or if it was like a V4 thing. Why do I have all this garbage in my fucking bank, bro? Alright, I know you guys are like PSO pros, but you can't make fun of how poorly I play. Alright? You're like elite speedrunning skills. Winging it after normal mode. Yet you did an all difficulties run in 20 hours, which is like quicker than it took me to beat normal mode. Also, I only partially know these maps. Which I know that's like one of the main things about speedrunning. I do know a trick about this map, though. You can just kill these guys. You don't have to kill that cannabin down there. And the door opens. Alright, what I need for you is not how fast it is, I need enemy counts. And what I need to do is spawn more Sinnoh Reds, more Red Canadines, and more Dubjits. Also, I need you to replace these two guys with drops with something that's worthwhile, because they're the most common enemies in this map. That's the only to hit. And also, I refuse to use slicers because they're garbage. So don't tell me to use a slicer because they're garbage. And also, I'm lazy, so I only like to switch between two weapons. Yes, a Diska is a slicer. Garbage. Yo! Anti-level 7! Yeah, they're the best to delete, to not pick up, to sell to a vendor. Your choice. Do you know that Diska and I think it's Finnish, I can't remember if it's Finnish or Danish, literally means like to wash dishes. So like when like people see like Diska of Brave Man, it means like to wash dishes of Brave Man. It makes 0 sense. And I think that sums up how bad slicers are in general. Because no one likes to wash dishes, you know. No one likes slicers. Maybe this is the wrong way. No, this is the right way. Funny enough, this guy, he photon dropped me twice already. The funny thing is, I already have his item. He photon dropped me after he dropped his item. It's very nice of him. It's like a 1 in 1,000 drop rate if you're curious. Even if you're not curious, it's still 1 in 1,000 drop rate. You don't get a buff for it being curious. That's a really bad joke, and yes, I'll make that constant. I hate how these guys laser you, like, melee range. It's kind of funny, I was farming that Magic Stone Iratista, or whatever it's called. Because I thought that was like the thing they had to combine for like the armor. And I like looked up like what that, like what I thought would be the armor that it combined into. And come to find out that it's like a, combines into a slicer. And like, I killed 2 Hilda Blues, like on ultimate mode, whatever they're called, like an ultimate mode, I don't know what the names. And I'm just like, oh yeah, we're banning this now. It's like Rainbow Slicer or something like that. Is that why the kill tricks don't fall down? I wasn't sure if like they just like changed it in ultimate mode. Cause like look, even if they use Demon Comet, they still don't fall down. So I don't know what's going on. Paralysis. Half the reason I made a Redria is so I could get Lava's Cannon, and like the other half was like God Battle, because I was misled into thinking God Battle's better than it is. Anyways, so I got my Lava's Cannon, right? But then like, really? I can't get double cannon because Redria doesn't get Synchesta. So not like I was like instantly bummed out about that. I'm like, man, should I like restart as like Oran or something? And then like I looked at like the Oran drop rates for like Lava's Cannon, and it's like mind blowing. So I'm like, well. So theoretically, like, more than likely, like, what I'll do, like, in the end, is just, like, make a second character or something, and farm a Synchesta up, and then trade that, like, Lava's Cannon off or something, just like Amazon Cannon. Yeah, I don't know how... Like, sometimes they fall down, sometimes they don't, and it's like they fall down the worst times. I just realized I'm carrying around those telepipes. Man, if you want to hear about a long project, there's a thing called the Holy Grail Challenge. Heaven's Punish will be the death of me. I mean, that makes sense. I was saying it was a quarter, like, when I first thought of, like... Oh shit, you can kill me. I got lucky that tank crit. 200 hours in, I got anti-level 7. Imagine being a force when you can just be like a hunter and buy some 50% hit Gatlings from the shop. I have those though. I don't really use the defense down one. It's not really worth it. How do you heal yourself though? Dang, speedrunner strats. Menu, Resta. No, honestly, that makes more sense though, because like I get screwed over like a lot because like my back bar gets taken out from Photon Blast. That screws me over sometimes. Bro, what is the camera angle? What is it? I don't know what it is, like sometimes like when I go like too fast on it, like when I cast shift into ban, for example, I'll cast shift up, go back into it, but it'll be on this page. So I don't know like, what I'm doing. Honestly, that's like the best thing about like Road to Ragdoll, is it has like that AR. Wow, I hate freaking cannabins. It's got the 4 pallet active replay code, so you can have like 4 pallets. And I was like, man, I would kill for that. And you might be thinking like, why would you kill for that? Like when you can just like have it for like, you know, the active replay code. And it's just it's the principle, you know. Sometimes it feels better to put a little bit of effort behind it, you know. That's a joke. Not a very good one, but it's a joke. I should clarify. Definitely with recent political events. Definitely clarify. That is a joke. I think I've seen that guy's videos on YouTube. There was a guy like on World of Warcraft that was like trying to prove that the game was like easy. So he got to like level 60 by typing out his spell names in chat. So it'd be like /cast space Shadow Bolt. He's a warlock, by the way. But it's like no one's saying like leveling's difficult, you know. No one says that. It's just it's time consuming, you know. I mean, like, Classic in general is, like, not difficult, you know? It's like a 20-year-old game. Like, people have gotten better at video games in 20 years. It's a weird concept, I know. Yo, Cal, I got a speedrunner strat for you, by the way. This is a keep on the DL because it might be like too overpowered and get like nerfed. But like, you know, like a lot of people use forces, right? And like they're very TP dependent. Well, if you use a funeral, right? You follow me? Watch my TP bar. Look, it just goes up on its own. Look at that. Look at that. See? Like, you don't even have to worry about monofluids anymore. When you put it like that, it sounds even better. Putting like numbers in there. And plus, you know, if you don't want to do that, Uneural also has this other ability called, they have melee damage. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I did not die there. I was very slow in that die, mate. What was a guild chick for some reason? I don't freaking brains. You know, it's funny you say that, because, like, I kept, like, harassing Diley about running, like, not necessarily Funeral, but any hunter, because, like, I was so annoyed at, it's not this way, it's this way. I was, like, so, like, annoyed at, like, all the force speedruns that would constantly pop up. So I kept, like, going into, like, Diley's chat, just, like, harassing him. No, what you should run is you should speed run 1 to 200 max level. That'd be a sweet speed run. Is Final Impact like a super rare weapon? Why have I like never heard of this? I've never heard of anyone doing that, and I've never heard of that weapon before, so it's like probably garbage outside of that strat. But I've also never heard of anyone doing that strat. I don't know how much you know about like the experience curve on this game, but you notice I have 6.6 million EXP right now. I'm at 200 hours, roughly. In order to get from 199 to 200, it's 4.5 million EXP. So literally 2/3 of the amount of experience I've gotten so far in 200 hours is required to get from 199 to 200. I can never remember which one this is. No. No, I've never tried an XP steel weapon. you know, back in V1 days, what people would do to farm experience is they'd go into like the next difficulty, and they'd sit there and kill like the moss that spawn out like the plants, and then they'd pipe back, and then like the plants would get like more moss. And they'd do that like over and over. Oh my gosh. Whatever. I just lost all that experience. Dude, it wasn't just me, by the way. Everyone would do that. That was like just the strat. Oh my gosh. Cool. Yeah, I mean, obviously, you don't do it in normal mode. That would be funny, though. I don't even know what's it. I couldn't find like how much the total experience required to hit like level 200 is. I couldn't find that out online. All people posted was like the requirement to like the next level, which I guess they could like add it up, but like, goddamn, I'm like way too lazy for that. I believe it was the brains that spawns in here. Are there brains? That would be a sick speedrun to watch, though. That's how much experience it is? Was it 8 billion? Right? Or 83 million. That's actually less than I thought it was. Like, honestly. Yeah, and it was like 4.5 million for that. Come on. Let's go. Got HP. Mr. Ios told me about this strat. I don't have like links blocked or anything. I don't know if I've ran into Smog Chimp yet. He's probably stopped in my chat, just like never chatted, or chatted like once or twice. I do lazy strat for this, by the way. I don't. Sometimes works out, sometimes it doesn't. Who needs a sword? Look how cool the Demo Comet looks. Why would you use a sword? Freaking sword. That sounds like cheating. Wow, a lot of garbage this time. Cool. Is using elemental damage at multiple segments a glitch? I'm assuming you're talking about like Vol Opt, like Phase 1. I would say... I don't know. That's a tough one. I would say no, personally. On Phase 2, you can use a saber to hit all 4 parts if you hit it with a special... That sounds more like a glitch. Like the, not necessarily... Not necessarily like the Lily thing. Eat Balkans, are you serious? Yeah, like how I got the freaking charged disc, this garbage. I'm gonna use those Vulcans. Man, I forgot to feed my mag like the whole time. No, I fed it once. That's right. Speaking of 50%, here you go. Here's a sword. I don't like my... You know what? Damn it. I didn't mean to click that. Oh my gosh, look at that damage. I just realized, like, these aren't grinded up. This is a trick one, because it wants you to go, like, south. Like, even, like, the room makes sense to go south. Check how much damage I do with Zelier on. Yeah, it's not really worth it. Like, on certain mobs it's, like, worth it, or, like, if they're grouped up, but, like, it's not really worth it to, like, cast, like, on, like 2 mobs, you know? Or, like, even 3. Because I can, like, one combo these things. Don't get me wrong, like, I cast, like, Zalur if it's, like, a lot of mobs grouped up, or, like, I have, like, an advantageous spawn, or, like, they're grouped up, like, when they spawn, but... I don't know. Honestly, that was the thing, too, like, where, like... Because the first time I came in here, I was, like, level, like, 105 or something like that. That's super, like, low. Super low-y. I hate these things. Passion. Almost as much as slicers. Just slightly less than slicers. I don't think the attack debuff does anything on these guys. I don't know why I keep casting it. Yeah, right? Those discos I was selling earlier that you're talking up, those discos at Brave Man, they were selling for 10 Meseta. Like, if it was a good weapon, it'd sell for more than 10 Meseta. Like, come on. I keep forgetting this freaking reset on accident. What, Disco Braven? The whole Disco Braven thing, like, that's a glitch. Like that's clearly not like intended, you know. Like how they cast special attack and then like weak attack. Yeah, but you don't look like a nerd doing that, though. Got him. Checkmate. Also, I don't see charge on this. Do you? Do you see charge on either of these? I can't even use charge. I don't see it on my toolbar at all. My palette, they call it in this game, not a toolbar. I'm too used to playing hotkey MMOs. Also, I hate the whole mech gun meta. Like Dali's making like a mod pack, ROM hack, whatever you want to call it, and he's like talking about like ways like to balance it. I mean, I don't know. I think the most money I've like lost like when I died was like 170,000, and like I just like I didn't even think, I don't know, I didn't even think much of it. You don't really use it like at all. Damn it! I was trying to involve frame that. Sometimes you get like lucky in like in the armor shop and you get like a 4-slot like armor, but like that's like really it. I think it's this one? No, it doesn't have Galleon Chop. I wish it did. That was another quest that Starved had that obviously I don't have access to. Like I ran back into that. What does a photon drop do? It gives you anxiety when you see a red box drop. That's what it does. Imagine hunting a Dulce with right arm, and it's a 1 in 5,851 drop. Off a mob that you can kill 5 of in 2 minutes, at best. And then you see a red box drop. And it's a photon drop. Wait, what? But he's already maxed out. Oh. I didn't realize they're already +8. Cool. Yeah, and then it happens a second time. And when it happens the second time, you're doing Seek My Master, and you're stuck watching a fucking cutscene for like 15 seconds while it's sitting there on the ground. And then you run up and it's a fucking photon drop. I mean, like, damn it, Chino, this is something that Eleanor would do. I'd expect better of you. You don't have to kill those guild chicks, by the way. That's the only one I found out that you don't have to kill. Did you ever watch Phantasy Starved? Like 3 years back-ish? I want to say it was about 3 years ago. Did you ever see like the clip of him getting double photon dropped and like it's like 2 Gibbles back to back? Yeah, that's a photon drop right there. I can't remember like what hunt that was from. Is that what it was? That's a rough one to get PD'd, man. That's such a good weapon. It's whatever drops from like, I think it's Oran. So Oran Gibbles. And then someone said he got photon drop from Epsilon too, but I never saw the clip of that or anything. So. It's like weird, I don't know like what happened, but like there's like no clips or like VODs of him like at like level 200 either. So like I don't know. Like Viren was saying that Starve was definitely level 200. That Japanese dude said he got like photon drop like I think it was like 4 times from those things before he got his SJS. That's one of the uber rares that he farmed. Like, is it good? Like, as a weapon? Or is it just like one of those things like where it's like a trophy? That's the thing that kills me about like most of the rares in this game is like, cool, I got a red box that's like a 1 in like 5,000 drop, and I'm never gonna use it. What was it? Oh yeah. Took me a second to think of like what I was doing with that mag. That's a Sinnoh red. I'm just gonna pop this. I think like Heaven's Punisher is like considered good too if you're a Raymar or Ray Marl. Please stop lasering me. Freaking lasers, man. Is that guy not debuffed? He shouldn't be knocking me down. Why? 2 before he's gonna go up. What? That would have killed me. Oh man. My soul atomizers weren't at the top like I'm used to. That was painful. I hate these, like, I don't know what to do about, like, the lasers on these guys. The only thing, like, it's like one of the things like chain casting that makes, like, super easy on those guys. It hits like a max of like, what, 5 targets? So like it definitely would not help in that situation. They hit 10? There's no way they hit 10 targets. I don't know what you mean by damage cancel, by the way. What the heck? That was weird. I mean, I don't know. That's like, that's my strat for fighting those guys. Because if they punch you, it does like very, very little damage and like staggers you for like very, very little. So like if you get hit, like you're not gonna get like lasered. Also, good luck trying to cast for Foley 14 times, like when those guys are in your face. Yeah. That's the thing that like annoys me is if they're like melee range and like they stop lasering, like it wouldn't bother me. But like he could like literally just start lasering me too. And another thing too that bothers me, like if you're too close to him and like even if like you're already like running full speed, you can still get hit by the laser. It's like that fast of a cast and everything. But like I mean, you can see like how little damage his punch is doing, you know, if he's debuffed. Like that laser does 410 damage. So it's just like, it's a little absurd. Maybe it's not 410 damage anymore. It used to be 410 damage. That's I thought. It's like those guys too, like I know technically you're supposed to like sit there and like run around them, but like, F that noise. It's too fucking lazy for that. I mean, they don't knock me over, and they... I don't know. That's whatever. I'm going the wrong way on purpose, by the way. I don't know why I do this, because this Magic Rock Moolah, there's like an easier way to farm it than these Canadines. That's a risk I'm willing to take. I mean, it's what, just a 5-minute run back or something like that, and like 70,000 money lost. It's not a big deal. Hey, I'm heading back to bed, by the way, after this kill. So if you guys have someone to raid, if you want, if not, I'll send stream. It's no biggie. Either way. Hey, you guys would probably know. What is the purpose of the thing dangling on the roof in this fight? I could never figure that out, because like, on like normal mode, I've like shot it down, but it didn't seem to like do anything. Not dead yet. Cool. Seems kind of pointless. I mean, I guess that could be cool. Like, if you had like 4 people, it's probably worth it. And the boss, if the boss had like a lot more HP, it'd probably be worth it. Whatever. Too tired for this. It doesn't kill me anyways. Ooh, some Vulcans, eh? Some Vulcans, eh? I need that too. An HP material, eh? %, garbage, 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 garbage. Cool. Oops, not 3, 2. So yeah, I'll be back in like 2.5-ish hours, but I'm gonna take a nap. And then watch more disc golf and play some more. And hopefully have as good of luck in getting 3 rares, which is nutty. Thanks again for the raid. Thanks for hanging out. Derma and Callie. Appreciate you guys. Bye!